Hey guys, in this video I'm pretty much going to talk about the upcoming Toontown convention and what are the chances of me actually being in there. So as you know, TDR was participating in a convention called OMGcon last year, and it's coming back to the same convention this year. And it is located in Kentucky. I hope I'm saying it right. And as you might or might not know by now, I live pretty much at the other side of the world. And actually going to conventions is something that has always been impossible for me because I'm like as far as you can get, I believe. Sorry. Um, but I was thinking about it and I really want to be there this time. The reason is mainly because a lot of my friends are going to be there. A lot of staff members that I've been working on almost every day on the past few years, and we are like a little family, and I really love them, and they're really my friends. And a lot of players that I would really love to meet, and friends that I have in the game are going to be there, and other people that I know from the community, and even the complete strangers that I saw last year and I just really wanted to meet. So I'm sure I don't need to explain to you just how much I wanted to be there last year, because if you ever heard me talking about it, I was like dying out of jealousy. And this year it's even worse because more people are coming. So I decided that I'm gonna do everything I can to go this year. And my ability to go is dependent on three things. Three things that need to happen in order for me to go there. Thing number one, I need something around $2,000 in order to go, which I'm gonna talk about later. Thing number two is I don't know if you all know by now, but I have some disability that is causing me pain, and a few months ago I was going to London, which is the first time I ever took a flight, and it was terrible in terms of pains because the air pressure on my muscles is actually very bad. And and when I said that I want to do this, the first reaction for my family was, "You can't do this." And especially because I would have to do it alone, and it would be the first time I'm ever doing something that big all by myself. And with me not being healthy, this is pretty much doing the impossible. Like, people like me, they can't do this all by themselves. But and other than that, I also have my social skills being very bad. Like, if there was a thing called social age based on your experience in life, I would probably be about 12 years old because I have no experience in anything. So this is all combined. This is really hard, and it will pretty much be impossible. But the thing that needs to happen is that I would have to break my limits and be more brave than I've ever was in order to do this. And I know it's gonna be super hard for me, but I am actually going to be brave enough. Like, I'm going to break my limits and win my disability probably for the first time in my life, and I'm gonna do the impossible, even if it will be painful. The main reason I have to do it this year is because my disability is getting worse with the years, and things that I could do a few years ago, I can no longer do. So I don't know how many years I have before I can no longer take flights because it was so painful for me the the last time I do it, and it was just a few months ago. And I don't know how worse it's going to get in the upcoming years. So if I'm ever going to fight it, it has to be soon because I might not be able to go on a flight at all next year. So I really can't know that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. There is no way to know that. And there is no way to stop this from getting worse, sadly. And believe me, I did ask a lot of doctors. There isn't anything I can do to stop it. So I don't know how long I have to do this, and I'm gonna be super brave and I'm gonna face this challenge because I'm not gonna let it take away one of the only things that I actually dream about in life, because I don't have many dreams or things that I want to achieve, but this is clearly something that I want to do, and I'm gonna take the challenge before the challenge grows to be much harder. So it's like I hope I will be able to take flights in the upcoming years or forever, because I really want to visit a lot of places, but just in case I won't, I really want to do this at least once. So I'm gonna face this challenge. And the third thing that's gonna have to happen before I can go to the convention is that I would have to get over my fear from cameras, which I'm sure you know about by now. I don't even take normal pictures of myself, so definitely not videos. When people try to take pictures of me in my life, I either break their camera or phone, or I scratch them till they bleed. Literally. Like, I'm not just saying it, I do this. In order to force them to delete the pictures. So all of the pictures of me that exist from the last 10 years, I would say, is just pictures from the side or pictures where people took it without me knowing, so it's never in front, and they barely even exist. In order to go to the convention, I would have to get over it, because if someone will take pictures of me, I won't be able to break their phone or chase them or scratch them or hurt them. I won't be able to, and I wouldn't want to, because I don't want to, like, if I manage to make it to the convention, I want to enjoy it and have a good memory. I don't want to be busy the whole time just avoiding cameras. So I really need to get over this, and I'm 26 by now, so it's about time that I get over this. Now, it might sound like the easiest thing ever to some of you, but this is actually super hard. It's not something that I ever actually tried to deal with, like I was always avoiding it, but I'm willing to deal with this, or at least try, for the convention. So that means I have a few months to practice. I don't know if I will be able to do it, but I'm gonna try, and maybe I'll start with just taking pictures, and then maybe I'll even make a video with myself so you can see me like as I really am, which is super hard for me even to talk about it right now, but I actually want to do this. Like, I want to deal with this, I want to solve it, and I want to win my low self-esteem. So this is something that I didn't solve yet, but I'm planning to try, so you can wish me luck on that. So the camera thing I'm gonna deal with. Being brave enough and win my health, I'm gonna deal with, and I actually managed to convince my mom that I can do it, and she thought that it's not possible, but she now believes in me. So she will support me doing this all by myself. So that leaves me with just the first thing, which is I need the money in order to go. I am gonna pay. I am going to find ways to pay for it. I don't know how. but it is no longer maybe. Like, I am now saying that I am going to go to the convention. I don't know how I'll get the money, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to find a way. The cost is about $2,000, but it might actually turn out to be less because it depends on a lot of things. The main thing it depends on is when I'm going to book the flight, because the more you wait, the more expensive it is. And when I'm saying $2,000, I am including all the extra costs as well, but I am counting on the fact that I'm gonna book the flight by the end of this month, because if I do it later, I think it will be too late to get a normal price. So if I book it by the end of this month, I am expecting it to not get too expensive for the ticket. Now, when I say flight ticket, it's 3 flights to each direction, because there isn't one flight from Israel, so it's really expensive. But the sooner I book it, the cheaper it will be. Other than that, I need to cover costs for the hotel, which I will be sharing with other staff members to save on the costs. A suitcase, I am not sure if, like, we don't have any. I'm gonna try and borrow one from a family member so that I won't have to buy one. So, like, I'm trying to lower the costs. I'm gonna need to open my phone to another country, and that's gonna be really expensive, sadly. I'm gonna need the ticket to the convention. I'm gonna need money for food and drinks for a few days. I'm gonna need to buy staff shirts that they're actually pretty overpriced, I would say. But I am planning to buy some. And with all the extra costs, it's somewhere around 2,000, but it will hopefully be less. So, definitely trying to lower the costs. And how am I gonna pay for it? I actually have no idea, but I didn't want to go and make a GoFundMe page or something similar to that, and I didn't want to go and ask for donations to go, because pretty much just feeling too bad to do this. Cause, like, why would anyone, you know? That's just me. It didn't feel right for me, so instead, what I did is I decided to sell some fonts I made, and I made some online store where you can buy them. I set it up so they cost like $12 each, so that I get around $10 for each with the fees. So you would say I would need about to sell about 200 files in order to cover the cost for the whole thing, but I'm not expecting to cover the whole thing, because I'm gonna pay for myself as much as I can. But as you know, I am not able to get a job due to my disability, and nobody in my family has extra money to help me, so it really depends on me paying by myself. So if you do want to help, you can either buy some of the fonts to help me lower the costs, because the lower it gets, the more it will be easier for me to pay for it. And if you actually like the fonts, if you don't, you can still help by sharing the link, and either with your friends or wherever you want. That's also very helpful. Technically, I do have a donation page on my Twitch channel if you want to use it, but I am not. I am trying to get the money without donations because I don't really think that someone else should pay for me to go, because it's different if I'm selling something, then it's actually like you are buying something. You're not just giving me the money. But yeah, so I don't know how I'm gonna get enough money, but I'm doing everything I can to find a way to pay for it, and I'm doing anything I can to lower the cost. And I'm gonna be doing my best to get over my camera fear, and I'm gonna face this challenge, and I don't know how, but I'm gonna make it to the convention. And maybe a few months from now the convention will happen and I will look at this video and I won't actually be there, and I will probably cry and be like, oh, I hoped so much but it didn't happen. So I will probably feel like I sounded like an idiot right now, but right now I plan on doing this. I don't know how, but I actually believe that it's possible, and it would mean the world to me if I actually managed to do it. So what I'm saying is pretty much, if you guys can come, if I make it, it's going to be a one-time thing, I assume. Like if I make it this year, I won't be able to pay for it next year and probably ever again. So what I'm saying is, if you guys want to meet me, this year is probably your only chance if you live in the USA. So not that I'm so special that you should come to the convention just for me, but there are going to be a lot of really cool people in there. And if you love the game, you will definitely enjoy in the convention. So if you guys can make it, I would really love to actually meet you guys, and it's probably going to be my only chance ever to do this. So just saying, I would really love to see all of you in there. And if you buy a ticket, you should probably buy it by the end of next month, because then the tickets are cheaper. And you should also use the discount code, which you can find on the official TDR website. There is a code that you can type when you buy the ticket, and then you will get a discount. So you should definitely do that. And even if you can't go to the convention, we will still record a lot of videos and take pictures. And if I do make it, I'm probably going to record everything, because last year I didn't go, and I know how it feels like when you really, really, really want to be there but you just can't. I know exactly how it feels like, because I was begging people to give me pictures and things like that, or just report what's going on in there. So if I do manage to go, I'm definitely going to do my best to cover as much as possible from the convention and let you guys feel it as much as you can. So even if you're not going, I really hope that we will manage to still make you feel included. And that's pretty much it. Wow, I talked for like 20 minutes. I thought it was gonna be a 5 minutes video. Sorry if it was boring, guys. I'm gonna leave a link into my font store at the description of this video if you guys wanna take a look. If you don't, that's also okay. And you might actually see a video with my face in the near future. I can't believe I'm even saying it, but it might actually happen. So if you ever wanted to see my face and give yourself some nightmares, you might actually have a chance soon. And that's it. I hope you guys wish me luck. Bye.